Clash of Clans just dropped the new Cookie Rumble update, which is the winter update for the game. That is right. Now, of course, got the Town Hall 16 update, but this update brings, of course, 2 new troops, which are cookie-fied, which is weird to say, plus a new hero item that you can actually get for the event, and we're going to check out everything new here today. So let's get into it. The first thing we got access to is, of course, the new little Cookie Rumble actual bakery, where basically it's a little area where all the troops and stuff like that and like things you can get from the game. So like there's a free pass, and then there's a battle pass you can pay like $5 to get access to. Of course, give you some extra benefits and rewards. But of course, like the free rewards being like access to, of course, you know, 15% training boost and of course some other stuff. But then for the actual paid stuff you can get on the top here, which is much more cookies that you can use. They, of course, you know, get yourself from the shop, because you're gonna get cookies throughout the actual event, and you can get them from just purely attacking. And it's very noticeable when you go into a raid, for example. Here you'll actually see some defenses or some things outlined with saying, hey, there's cookie dough right there, there's 200 that you can get right there, and let's, you know, just snag that for ourselves, that we can actually use to get access to, you know, some things we want to make, maybe some of the new troops, maybe some in-game items we want to buy for ourselves without having to spend a ton of gems. We can, of course, get access to that with them. So if you were to go to the shop here now and go under, of course, the shop area, you can see this Cookie Rumble stuff. So you, of course, get this new hero item, which is the giant actual gauntlet, which is literally a hero boost that makes your hero giant. Plus on top of that, it swings way farther. Like you'll see the sword here swings and covers so much more space and does so much more damage, and you can boost that on top of that with the rage spell to do some insane damage. And I want to get this here today to check this out, because this is absolutely crazy. But on top of that too, of course, get like a new cookie actual king skin, which is pretty funny. I just kind of funny, it's like a gingerbread king. I don't know, I don't think it's that amazing. I'm not a huge fan of it, but I will say this, it is very fun and unique. Now the other thing we, of course, get access to is one of the new troops, which is the, of course, the Ram Rider, but it's the cookie-fied Ram Rider. I don't know what the real difference between this one is and a normal Ram Rider. Some people probably let me know in the comments, but I can't really tell the difference. But then we got the cookie, which is literally the mini pecker from Clash Royale, but it's literally 10,000 hit points, not 10,000 points, 10,000 damage, which is pretty much gonna one-shot anything. And it, of course, has splash on top of that, but only has 2,000 hit points. So like, yo, this thing's absolutely insane. I want to do a video separately on this thing because it just looks so fun, because it literally one-shots everything. Now we're gonna check out everything new. I want to first check out the Gauntlet and some of the new troops. And of course, every time you attack and get the cookie dough, it will count towards this battle pass, and anything you claim from the battle pass can be used to actually claim rewards. So yeah, just to make sure, clarify that, like, the cookie dough you collect is not used to actually like make troops or anything at it, just supposed to go towards the battle pass. Then the battle pass gives you stuff to get access to. That makes sense. I just want to clarify that. Now, of course, we get this. We got the cookies, and we also got the new cookie actual P.E.K.K.A. That's gonna get tongue twister, and that's gonna get so confusing. And of course, now we can get access to the new giant hammer, or giant gauntlet. I don't know why I say giant hammer. So let's go check this out now. Okay, but before we do that, of course, we gotta make sure of one thing. We gotta make sure that actually equipped our actually giant actual gauntlet onto our king. We're gonna switch out the actual boots, because we actually want to use this. And of course, what we want to do now is add the rage ability on top of it too, because like this combo, it's gonna be absolutely insane. And we're going for a bonus because it's getting big. We're gonna go with the actual golem skin, because it's gonna look like the giant golem and actually the clan capital, which is gonna be just ridiculous. Okay, I found the perfect base to check out the new gauntlet to see how it is. And of course, we got the new P.E.K.K.A.s too, or the cookies, I should say. And so what we're gonna do here is pretty straightforward. We're gonna start with a baby dragon on the bottom, then we're gonna drop in our king in just a bit here. But first, we, of course, gotta send our queenly outside the base to kind of just like clean on up, because what I want to do is see how much spread does the actual like sword do when we just kind of rage him up and make him huge, because he's literally gonna look like the clan capital golem, which is going to be absolutely insane with his actual gauntlet, because I was like trending on Reddit and stuff like that. And I was like, I want to see how this looks like for myself, and that's why I want to do a video just on this here today. So we're going to do is drop in our king. Now we're going to golem him up. He looks, oh my god, he's so big. Look how much area he's covering too with his sword. Like it's like not showing the whole thing, but like, yo, he literally is the golem from the clan capital, like no joke. But of course, he's going to go down like that, but yo, Phoenix back up, back him up, and of course he's just right back in there, keeps swinging even before he goes down. Like, yo, that is actually insane. I can see why they were trending on Reddit about that, because that is just absolutely ridiculous. Now I want to try out these new cookies actual P.E.K.K.A.s. So what we're gonna do is actually get into our big attack here. I switched out my 2 normal P.E.K.K.A.s for 5 of these cookies, which honestly would be really insane to see like if they're actually like worth it, because I think they will be. We're about to find out. So we're gonna drop in, of course, the cookies. We're gonna drop on our Titans, and then we're of course gonna drop in the Warden and stuff like that. And I also didn't funnel, so it's gonna be a little bit on the awkward side, but I should be able to focus them in by just using the invisibility spell. So yeah, invisibility spell is doing something. The cookies are actually going into the base. I'm gonna probably try to warden them up, but you can see they're literally one-shotting everything. No defense is literally gonna stop them from one-shotting stuff. They destroy the eagle, no problem. Literally, they're just going in there and demolishing. Now, the only problem to them is that they have no hit points, right? So like as soon as they run out of hit points, they're literally a glass cannon. Like they're a 2,000 hit point glass cannon, but still they're a glass cannon. And I think they're absolutely hilarious so that they're just kind of gonna just do that. I'm kind of curious to see what happens if you had them in an attack where like it's all cookies. You know what I'm saying? We'll have to try that out on a separate video because I'm not doing that here today because that'd be really funny. So let's try another attack now, and this time not only do we have the cookies, we also have the what is it called? The goat rider or something like that, or cookie rider? I don't know the actual ram rider. That's what it was. So we're gonna try these out too, but of course we get to try out our king. And I actually got a new ability for the Warden where you can actually rage with his aura instead of like having the normal life aura, which is pretty cool. So we're gonna drop in our king, of course. We're gonna drop in our Warden, which is of course just gonna rage him on up just instinctively with actually the normal. But on top of that too, we could drop a rage spell, then activate the actual ability to make him absolutely insane because he's got 20% increased damage. He's got the 50 or something stupid from the actual rage spell, plus the Warden effect, which is another 20% on top of it. So literally he is just demolishing a core of the base. Then of course he's got the Phoenix coming in clutch too to clean on up. Like, yo, it wasn't a quarter of the base, but still that's pretty impressive in itself. Now, did I waste my Warden? Absolutely. And that's where we get to try out this new stuff here. So what we're gonna do here is pretty straightforward. We're gonna drop in, of course, our actual actual siege, and we're gonna actually drop in, of course, our new stuff. We're gonna drop in the ram riders first, the cookie riders, and then of course they're gonna break the walls. We're gonna drop in our cookies in themselves, the actual electro titans, and of course our healers to kind of just back up everything. And then we should be able to just kind of go to town. Now I don't know how the cookies will do actually in the actual base in itself because of the fact that, well, they really aren't that many hit points, but they should be able to get in here and just kind of one-tap the thing. My goal for them is to at least get to the town hall and one-tap it, but I think they're kind of like done, so they're kind of already got picked off really fast because of, you know, the no hit point ordeal. But either way though, this update is honestly awesome. I think my favorite thing from this update is literally the cookie in itself, that troop being having so much hit damage that it's one-shotting everything. It feels like the original Santos surprise spell where just like one-shot everything. I feel like that's the fun thing about it. But my second favorite thing from this actual update is literally the Gauntlet. I'm hoping this thing doesn't actually go away. I don't know if it is or isn't. I think this is gonna be one of those things where it does actually stay permanently. And if it does go away, you guys can always correct me in the comments. But like, yo, I think they should definitely do more of these like items you can get in the actual events. And of course, I think they're actually said they're gonna make them come back. You can buy them with gems too. So like, I think that's a pretty cool way of introducing a fun actual hero equipment. My question for you guys here today, if you had to pick one thing from this update that you'd say is your absolute favorite, what would it be? Let me know in the comments down below. Is it the cookie? Is it, of course, the, was it goat rider or whatever it's called? Or is it actually the actual giant gauntlet? I'd be very curious to find out from you guys. But of course, if you enjoyed my video here today, make sure to smash the like button, get subscribed so I miss some future Clash of Clans content. If you don't mind me, I'm gonna enjoy using this new king skin and just go to town with it. You know what I'm saying? I'll see you guys for the one. GMAN out.